Pull up, pull up. Quick question before you sit down and get comfortable. Who talked you out of it? Who talked you out of your dream? Who talked you out of going for that gold medal? Who talked you out of recording that song? Who talked you out of starting that YouTube channel, buying that car, starting that business, becoming a streamer? Who talked you out of becoming a trader, making $1 million, or even killing the thought that you could become a multimillionaire, billionaire? I mean, I don't have too many people around me that I know want to be a billionaire, but I know lots of them that want to be multimillionaires, and I got some mentors who are already billionaires. Who talked you out of it? Pull up. Let's get into this conversation because it's deep. Some big things are going on right now. And I know many of us wanted to be a part of it. We filled out the application and did not see our name called last night. But it's all good. It's all good. And when your time, but what time is it for you to do? Get tighter, get better, stay consistent, clean out your circle. Clean out your circle. Clean out your circle, your environment, your mental environment. So you are ready when the opportunity presents. Because you know what? There always are going to be opportunities. Create your own opportunity, boo. How do you create your own opportunity? I know I'm off script, but it's all good because I am excited. I am amped up. And not being accepted was just another motivating factor to keep doing what I do, but really to keep doing what I do. One of my mentors says not to be comfortable. He says to dominate your lane. Dominate, not fit in, boo. You don't want to just be one of the few. You want to be the one. Anyone that you deem successful that stands out to you, they are that person. You want to be the one of the greats, the GOATs, and whatever that thing is you do. But how do we do that? How do we do that? Whoo, I know I ain't even introduced myself. What's good? Welcome to another I was going to say episode on the dopest podcast ever. We develop, transform, and execute mindsets over here, behaviors. Plant those seeds to be great, to be even greater. That's what I do through content creation, music, rhymes, acting. What is it that you wanted to do so bad and they talked you out of it? This is called the Dope Series. Yes. This is called the Dope Series. I dropped a video on I Am the Dopest Podcast Ever, and that is the YouTube channel. It's no longer on I Am Joy Janine. For those of you who follow me over there, go and check it out. Because the first thing that we have to do is decide. So step on into the Dope Series. Welcome to the Dope Series, guys. Yeah, it's on. It is so on. It has never been more on than it ever has been. Oh, it's on. Yeah, it's on. Amazing people. It sure is. Why is it on? Because you have to fail before you can succeed. You do. You have to fail before you can succeed. And failure does not mean I can't do it. Failure doesn't mean, oh, I'm bad at this. I suck at this. I'm going to quit. I'm going to stop. Oh, no. Failure shows you your weaknesses. Failure also can show you your strengths. Failure can show you your strengths. It shows you the things that you need to tighten up on. What? It shows you the things that you are good at, but need to be even great. Because let me just keep it all the way 3,000. Being good and being outstanding, it ain't the same. Sorry. Being phenomenal and being trill, I think that's kind of like the same. So I'm going to say trill and phenomenal. That's the same. But being trill and being okay, no. Not the same, booze. Not the same. It ain't. I'm sorry. And when I say of applied pressure propels you into flexibility of the fluidity for overcoming stagnation and stupidity. The more he presses, the more he presses. Yes, the more he presses. You need to be leaning into God. And I'm gonna tell you that all the other tomfoolery stuff that's going on out here, amazing people, it ain't helping you win. It ain't helping you win. I don't care if it looks like it's helping you win, boo. It ain't helping you win. Because there is always a counterfeit to the real. It's always the next best thing, but it ain't the best thing. You better pull up, Joy. Come on, girl. Yeah. Joy Janine. Snapper Red. I go by Joy Janine now. Snapper is she there. But when we rebranded, we rebranded as Joy Janine. My name. That's who God has created me to be. But Snapper, she there. She come out when she need to. Trust. Let me not get sidetracked. Let me put some emojis in the chat. Emojis in the chat. Emojis in the chat. Chat. So what are you learning right now? For one, I hope you're learning that you allow somebody to talk you out of it. And if it's you, then it's time to have some pep talk. It's time to have a pep talk 101. It's time to have a pep talk 101, 10,001, 100,001. So when your opportunity presents itself, you're not trying to get ready. Because the time to be ready ain't the time to get ready. It's time to be ready. What are you learning right now? I hope you're learning that you're not going to allow yourself or anybody else to talk you out of that thing that you say you want more than anything. Oh, I already know what I want. I see it. I see myself. I've seen myself. I've been there. But not from this angle, but I'm ready to get back. No, I'm ready to get to the next level. So how are we getting to the next level? But I want us to stay consistent. So if you don't know who I am Joy Janine. I empower, I develop, I transform, and I teach millennials and their kids, their children, how to raise up to be the best version, a better version of themselves through mindset development and behavioral transformation. We tap into emotional intelligence and relationships. But today, booze, we're going to focus on mindset. I'm going to focus on mindset because I feel like that is the biggest thing that holds us back. That is what allows us to stop doing the thing that we know we should be doing or we say we want to do. I feel like that is the thing when somebody plants that seed. Let me go over this way. when somebody plants that seed, why are you doing it? You know how long it's going to take you to do that? Oh, no one's ever done that. Oh, they've already done that. You know how old you are? Oh my God, you know how young you are? It's always a question or some type of plug that's what the seed is. The seed is like a plug. It's like a plant. It's like a plant. And it gets in there, and what waters it is your negative thoughts, somebody else's negative words, and then your actions don't line up. So you just keep watering, you just keep watering, you just keep watering. Keep watering it. But today, we're going to lock in. We're going to hit the mindset. We're going to talk about your goal or goals and how the right relationships are going to build us. The right relationships will help. It's like they're like a bridge because you're a bridge for someone. Your right relationship is a bridge, booze. It's a bridge. Sure is. So, who needs to hear? Who needs to hear? Who needs to hear this? Your mindset is the soil and everything else is just the crop. Come on. You heard that, didn't you? So, what mindset problem are we solving today? What are we talking about? The mindset problem we're solving today is most people don't lose their dream because it was too big. They lose it because they handed the mic to the wrong people. They let somebody who's never built anything, come on, never risked anything, never dreamed past next weekend, sit in the director's chair of their life. I know I'm looking at the camera. The camera I'm recording with back there. This the camera I need to look at right here. And today, boo, you're going to take the chair back. Today is the day. You're going to sit in the director's chair because it's your life. It's your life. It's your life. You are going to sit in the director's chair. You calling all the shots. You writing the movie. And when you need some other writers, maybe some other directors, you'll know who those people are. But right now, boo, it's all on you. You got it all. You're doing it. You are doing it. You are doing it. Okay, so this song is called Applying Pressure. And quick to hate, continue to appear to arise, showing up on a daily basis. Bold black area fonts scattered across the oasis. Removing doubt is the one thing that's defeating. The vertical mindsets can be very depleting. Developmental growth environments influence enhanced productivity, which is a requirement. Whole soul. Influence, enhance positive environments. That's what your mindset is going to have to be for you to stay the director of your own movie. So, in one word, what's the dream you're protecting right now? The dream that you want to enhance right now? What is the dream? What's the thing that you're working on, booze? Put it in the chat. What is the thing that you're working on? What's the thing you're working on? Is it the business you want to start? Is it your creator business? Is it your car wash business? Is it your hair salon? Is it your nail salon? Is it your aesthetics? Is it, those are the women who do the eyebrows and the waxes and all of that? Or men. I don't know. I don't know a man that does that, but I'm sure there's some out there. Barber. Do you want to start your own company? Body. What about your body? Is that something that you want to work on? Is that your dream, to become a bodybuilder, a celebrity trainer, a personal trainer? You want to run a marathon. You want to enter into the Olympics and win a medal. What is the dream? Drop it in the chat. One word. So it could be business. It could be body. It could be the title of your book, or just book if you don't want to share the title. Acknowledge the spread. I see business. I see health. I see freedom. All the qualities. So for me, I'm going to tell you what I see. For me, it's business, body, and bank account. I'm just going to do 3 words. I did 3. I know I said 1. Business, body, and bank. Business, body, and bank. Put at least 1 word in the chat that you want to work on. That's your dream. Now, here's what I want us to be clear. Because we're about to get in who gets to speak into your dream. And I'm going to hover here for a minute because this is critical. First of all, you already know. I hope you got a notepad. If you don't know, I'm sorry. I need to act as if you are seeing me for the first time. Get a pad, pen, journal, notebook, your phone, a sticky note. No, you need more than stickies because you're going to run out. If you're a great note taker, you're going to run out on my stream. So you need a notebook. Use your phone. But if you're watching me on your phone, then you're going to miss it because you're going to have to toggle between the screen and opening up an app. Unless you got 2 phones. I got 2 phones. But anyway. Okay. Who gets to speak into your dream? Put it in the chat right now. Who's already speaking into your dream? I'm just curious if you don't mind sharing. Who's already speaking into your dream? Who? Who's speaking in your dream? Yeah, I'm drinking this Celsius. It is so good. This is a new flavor. I like this one. It is the Player Vibe. It feels like it tastes like coconut. It reminds me of the beach. I ain't gonna smack. Okay, I just love to do that, y'all. Okay. Now, who's speaking into my dream? I'm gonna put mentor. Mentors. Because first, I don't share my dream with everybody. My husband. I share some things with him. I don't even tell him everything when it comes to like every aspect of my dream. It's really God. God is who I talk to more so. Because my husband is a great man. He's a great supporter. However, I can tell God everything about my dreams, even my doubts, even the things that I'm like, are you going to make this happen, Lord? Just can I really do this? Yeah. So who you let speak into your dream? Never take advice from someone who has not been where you're trying to go or is not actively trying to go somewhere, themselves. Now, several of my mentors actually say this: never take advice from someone who you would not trade lives with. And I'm like, oh, that's a big statement. You can learn from people's failures, for sure. However, if you're consistently going to a person about this particular thing, your dream, boo, if they ain't living the dream you want to live, that's a red flag. If they're not successful in the thing that they're already doing, why are you confiding in them for success on your dream? Now, this is not being arrogant. This is not being, a person who thinks they have it all figured out. No, this is clarity. This is being very particular and clear. And someone may deem it as arrogance. But you know what? You don't care. You don't care. You don't care. It does not matter. Why does it not matter? Because you're clear on what you want. You just don't know how to completely get there. You don't know the necessary route or the steps to take. And if you misstep, how do you bounce back? You just get up, learn, and keep it moving. That's what you do. You can't stay down. You might need a time to revamp, recoup, and sit down. It's like, okay, I need today. I need today to recoup and get my thoughts together. Okay, let's say you want to give yourself 2 days. Today, if you're getting your thoughts together, tomorrow you need to be strategizing. And then Wednesday, you back up sprinting, boo. Don't stay down. Let's take it from me. This is a lesson that I have learned. Don't stay down too long because time keeps moving and you'll look up and it'll be years that would have passed because you allowed that thing to get you down and you never got back on the horse. You never got back to what you really wanted to do. You moved on to something else. No. Write this down. Never take advice from someone who has not been where you're trying to go or is not dreaming bigger and trying to go somewhere bigger themselves. Oh, but I love this person and they just tell me all these things. What they're telling you? What they're telling you, boo? It could be a friend. It could be a boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be a spouse. Can they give you advice that is going to help you get to where you are trying to go? What information are they telling you? Are they giving you steps? Are they telling you things that you need to do? What are they telling you? And you can love someone but not take advice from them. I love my mama. But my mama don't try to give me advice on what I'm doing. She is clueless as what's required to be the top in what I'm doing. She can't help me. I just let her know I'm doing this. I'm going to this place. I got this going on. She's like, oh, okay. Ah, I see. You know. And she'll ask me, you taking care of yourself? You rest? You know, those types of things. But outside of that, why? You only go to those people who you really want to trade life. I mean, I even like that better. If you don't want to trade lives with this person, and meaning you don't know what goes on behind the scenes, of course not, because somebody's going to say, well, how you know you want to trade life with somebody? That's because they're successful. I guarantee you, you would love to try a day in their life compared to where you are right now, especially if you ain't where you want to be. Let's keep it real. And the thing is, once you walk in their shoes, are you going to be able to handle it? I saw one of my mentors, she posted her day, and I was like, darn. And she got kids. I was like, okay, look at this. She had 5 meetings in a day. She got her workout in. She made her green drink. She got up. She got ready to take the kids, got them prepped up, ready to go to school, them out the door, and she was off. Back home, had her meal, and read the kids a book to go to bed before she went to bed. And it was like, you say you want that life, but are you ready? Write this quote down. Take direction only from people flying at a higher altitude than you. Now let's think about that. Just think about that. Think about altitude. When you're on the ground, you can only see the block you're standing on. Somebody at 30,000 feet sees the whole city, the highway out, the storm coming. When a person who dreams smaller than you gives you realistic advice, they're not lying. They're just reporting what they can see from their altitude. What? The problem is you're trying to fly higher than they've ever been. Their being realistic is really just being where you are. It's like, it's not helping you. You don't need realism. You need delusion, boo. You need delusion. You don't need realism. You see that every day when you get up and do what you do. You need delusion. Those people who are delusion, who go beast mode, who go all in, and who get a no after a no after a no after a no after a no. Those people are in your top 5%, are your big names in whatever the area is, because they didn't quit. And they did it day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year.
To apply the pressure, listening to a 45-minute lecture. Intellect continues to appear to arrive, showing up on a daily basis as plain text and bold black area fonts
scattered across the oasis.
Every single thing you want in life is gonna pay the whole toll. Attempting to save the entire world will be
Quite hallucinogenic. I aim to shower with the power of the one I emulate, I mimic.
There is no human
Dead or alive.
that can judge another
Mm-mm. Nope.
not even the poor behaviors enacted or that
That's right.
unless you have the privilege of being the Almighty, the creator of all the planets and every living thing that inhabits the slums nightly. Those that bright hold on to the hype of being disgruntled because they lack control of their life. Now they're old.
Oftentimes,
Showing bouts of bitterness, anger,
displeasure because they're cold, and every day they have to be told to smile, to live.
to inquire about their purpose to give. Fulfillment is like gold.
Fulfillment is like gold. Fulfillment is like gold. It's no value on fulfillment, amazing people. That's the ultimate. That is the ultimate. So many times, you still, I hear, you still, you still, and over time, I think my dream has shifted. There was a time I used to really want it to be in the music industry, like hard. But I was a secular artist at that time. And I would have been serving the wrong God. I'm going to keep it real. I already know. I would have been serving the wrong God. And I'm so glad that it didn't happen in that way. And then over time, I started realizing, wait, why do I really want to do this? I know it's a gift that God has given me to write, to spit rhymes. But that way, mm-mm. I really want to be able to change lives. I really want individuals, people like you, to hear my words, for them to pierce and put something in your mindset, and you all really feel it and say, man, I got to get up and do something. This ain't it. I can't keep living a slumber, mediocre life, average life, when I know I want more. There may be people that around you that is okay with living the life that they live. But if you know you have a desire to be great, phenomenal, outstanding, trill, do it. After, someone said to me, oh, you're this. You're this. And it wasn't anything bad. They were just putting a label on what they thought I did. But then I realized, no, that ain't what I do. That might be what your limited thinking, because you can't really identify. You can't categorize it. And you want to say, this is it. This what you do. No, boo, that's what you think I do. That ain't what I do. That ain't what I do. And that person who was speaking into me, not a bad person, entrepreneurs themselves. And were pretty successful in their eyes, And I'm going to say, yeah, they were doing some really good things. But would I trade lives with them? No. So I had to realize, wait a minute. Why are you listening to them? Why are you listening to that person? I don't want your life. Mm-mm. So the things that I speak into you, I'm definitely coming from my own experiences, not just what I think, what I've read, what I've researched. No. One of the hardest things I think I've ever done was get a master's degree in developmental psychology. That was so brutal. It was. It was so brutal. And my mindset was, I'm going to get this degree. And I really had a scary situation where I had to have emergency surgery over my Christmas break holiday. And I had to pick myself back up and say, you know what? Oh no, break is over. I'm in pain. It's a lot of walking across campus, but oh well, boo. Let's go and let's go. My healing time was during that Christmas break. It was. But I was determined, optimistic, persistent, enthusiastic. That is what dope means. Do you know? Do you know what it means to be doped? Do you know what it means to be dope? You need to write the acronym down. The D stands for determined. I'm going to put it in the chat. Determined. O. Optimistic. The P. Persistent. And the E. Enthusiastic. And that's what I write. Yep. Determined, optimistic, persistent, enthusiastic. Limitless potential, a supernova with credentials. My light is shining, is blinding. My elevation is climbing. The words that I speak evoke change. They're igniting. I got the power of positivity led by purpose and creativity. Joy Janine's on fire, bringing heat and delivery. I dominate. I educate. I break through barriers. I meditate. I am a queen led by God, coming hard to motivate, inspire, change. Not just motivate, because motivation fails. You can hear me be motivated and still do nothing at the end of this stream. That ain't what we want. That ain't what we want. Everyone speaking into your life fits in one of these three categories, these three buckets. So you got to learn how to sort them in real time. In real time. So what is an anchor? So this is one place, one bucket, one category. An anchor. They love you, but they're scared for you. So they pull you down to safety. Not evil, just anchored. Keep them for comfort, not for counsel. Oh my God, you said you wanted to skydive. Are you going to be able to do that? That's so high. Do you feel safe? Are you sure you want to do that? Comfort. You need to be talking to those people who've already skydived or who want to skydive. My husband and I have talked about it. And we said when we hit a different milestone in our YouTube channel, we were going to do it. We haven't hit the milestone yet. But I still want to do it. I kind of still want to do it. You know, a lot of time has passed and you start have second guessing. I think I still want to do it. The second bucket or category is mirrors. They reflect back to you, or they reflect you back at your current size. What? They reflect you back at your current size. Same conversations, same ceiling. Cool to hang with, but very dangerous to strategize with. If everyone around you dreams your size, you've stopped growing. Oh my gosh, that is so true. And that is why having an accountability partner who is gung-ho about their thing in your space, who is running at the same pace as you or even faster. I'm going to say it again. That is why it's so important to be in the right environment, have the right person, in your space that wants to be great at whatever that thing is they're working on. You don't want to run with somebody who wants to be good because you're going to stay good. You want someone who wants to be phenomenal, outstanding, trio, if that's what you want. Now, if you want to stay good, then you're going to have to run with those goods. But I'm just telling you, the greats only want to run with the greats. Why would they want to run with goods? Because they great. They outstanding. That's going to, what do you call it? That is going to atrophy. That's what I'm thinking. It is going to atrophy. It is going to irrigate. It is going to deteriorate. That's the word. Water down what they want to do. Mirrors reflect you back at your current size. Same conversation, same ceiling. Now, I'm not even going to say that they're cool to hang with. I think it's cool for you to talk to this person as an associate or maybe even a friend. But when it comes to your dreams and being delusional, you don't need to hang around them because you see beyond the mirror. If you 4'1" and if you're 4'11", 4'1", if you're 4'11" in the mirror, you want someone that's going to reflect back to you 5'10", 6'10", 7 feet. Your dream. And the third bucket or type of person would be considered an elevator. They've been higher than you or they're climbing harder than you. They stretch you. They make you a little uncomfortable in the best way. These are the only people who get to speak into your dream. You heard that right. Let me say it again. Elevators. These are the only people who get to speak into your dream. They've been higher than you or they're climbing harder than you. They stretch you. They make you feel a little uncomfortable, but it's in a good way. These are the people only who get to speak into your dream. Now, good check. Of the top 5 voices in your ear right now, and I'm going to say 5 voices. If you have connections, you got friends, associates, colleagues, relatives. How many are elevators? Drop it in the chat. 5 people. How many are elevators? Put it in the chat. Let me think. I'm not hanging out with 5 people, I'm going to say. So I guess I would count my mentors. And I would say my mentors, I would say, I'm going to say 1, boo. I'm going to say 1. Hold on. There it is. There is the mouse. 1. Put it in the chat. Out of the 5 people that's in your ear, how many are elevators? How many are elevators? If you typed a 0 or 1, this stream might be the most important hour of your month. Come on. It's time to get around some more elevators. It is time to get around some more elevators. Hey. Girl, why you run your mouth? Why you talk so much? Girl, why don't you get out the house? Why don't you get out the porch? I'm you on. I know y'all want to hear that. Let me try to hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. There's been some delay. I told you guys I was the last time I streamed or times before that. Um, let's see. What is this? Okay. Why do I have stupid people that get on the stream? I guess they just air. They just everywhere. Anyway, I gotta figure out how to delete y'all, mofos. Yeah, and how. Let's see. But anyway, let me find this one. Why don't you get out the house? Why don't you get out the porch? Where is it? Girl, why you run your mouth? Why you talk so much? Boy, why don't you get out the house? Why don't you talk so? Get out, talk so. Oh, you may need to get you some other headphones. Boo. You may need to get you some other headphones. Boo. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm trying to, because, yeah, I'm not about to put all this in the chat. Sorry. You got to come prepared. You got to come ready. When you get on this stream, boo, when you get on this stream, you need to have all your materials in ready. All your materials ready in A1. There are certain things I'm putting in the chat, but this whole conversation, I know. Okay. Let's see. Here they go. Here they go. Wait. Why don't I see it? Girl, why you run your mouth? Why you talk so much? Girl, why don't you get out the house? Why don't you get out the porch? Girl, why you run your... Why don't I see it, y'all? You mean to tell me I ain't played it in that long? Okay, hold on. I must have scrolled by it. It's one of my favorites right here, though. Yeah. Verse for verse. Let's go. I really want to roll up. I don't do that no more, y'all. Sorry. Wait, man. Oh, mushrooms and them apple sticks. Don't do that anymore. You asking me if, please me, if it's the only thing that you think. You thought love was easy. Thinking that he was so free. Ain't God ain't about that old life. I ain't about that old way. Because he said a new season. He said a new season. Hey. Forget about Jesus. No thanks because it's no fun. Arriving down the hole in the barrel of the shotgun. He got you thinking you're better than me. Look inside yourself and what do you see? Crooked corrupting, your business is stuck and you're thinking this how you gonna elevate she. How long is it gonna take you to learn? Getting skinned, getting bit by the burn, getting broke up in little pieces, swept up flow. I'd rather walk in the light and keep tight. Look to the left and the right. That's a might. I don't waste time with the mediocre, below average when I got the king in sight. I don't waste time with the mediocre, below average when I got the king in sight. You heard that? I don't waste time with the mediocre, below average, especially when I got the king in sight. You heard that? You heard that. Okay, amazing people. So if you have only selected, I'm trying to find my favorite. Dreaming, it's dreaming. It's one of my favorites too, but I'm trying to figure out where is it at. I don't see it. It must be titled something else. No, it's titled. Oh, I know what. I have it under my album. Wait. That's over on this one. My bad. That's it. Once you get out the house, get out the house, get out the porch. What does that mean? That means get out of the house, get off the porch, and go do something with yourself. Chit chat. Shut up. Okay. So if you've only put a 0 or you only put 1 in the chat, then you're going to have to, you got to find some elevators. So these are the 3 types of people, three buckets of people that's probably in your life right now. And it's time for you to get some more elevators. Anchors. They love you, but they're scared for you, so they pull you down to safety. They want you to stay comfortable. You can't talk to them people for counsel. They keep you in your comfort zone. And it's cool to have them if that's, what you want. I'm not telling you to cut good people out of your life. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you to prioritize and be very, very intentional about who you share your dream with and who you allow to speak into you about your dream. Number 2, mirrors. They reflect you back at your current size. Same conversations, same ceilings, and it's okay to talk to these people, but can't strategize with them, boo. And they definitely can't give you no advice about your dream. Because if they only where you are and they see it from the level that you're seeing it from, then there's no growth. And the last one is elevators. And if you don't have them, these are the people that you want to attract. You want to get around, connect with. They've been higher than you. They're climbing harder than you. Or they stretch you, they make you feel uncomfortable. These are the only people who get to speak into your dream. Now, we're clear as to who they are, and you clear. Now you're clear that who is the one that's pretty much qualified, let me say that, to speak into your dream. So, you got homework. I want to give you some homework. So first, like I just said, don't cut everybody off. Don't do that. Don't cut everybody off. You're just going to prioritize now. Or file them or refile them. Put them in their proper category, their proper place. Because you've been having some people that have been consuming your time who don't need to. You have been talking to some people that really can't help you. You've been talking to some people that just want you to stay where you are. Correct, though? So you can only talk about current things. You can only talk about what's going on in the world, maybe. I don't know. But it ain't bringing you closer to your goal, and it sure is not empowering you to be trill, to be great, to be outstanding. Move people from your council folder to your company folder. Some people you keep for the laughs, the history, the love. You just stop asking them what to do with your life. Protecting your dream isn't about who you remove. It's about who you stop consulting. What? Now, I'm going to say this. If there are some people that you feel like need to be completely out of your life because of where you are growing, where you are going, and where you are right now, then you already know I don't have a problem with that. For me to have people in my inner space, they have to have 6 out of my 7 core values. And I'm going to tell you what my core values are because I don't want to leave none out. Let's see, is it 6 or 7? Did I change it from 7 to 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. So there's 7. So these are my core values: integrity, authenticity, discipline, self-awareness, honor, and creativity. These are my core values. I rock with these. Gotta walk integrity. Be your authentic self. Don't be fake around me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Mutual respect. Period. Self-aware. Be aware of yourself. How you are in the presence of others and how you coming off. And what you saying. Please be aware. Discipline. Honor and creativity. And you ain't got to have all 6, all 7, because that means you're perfect. I'm not perfect. And I thought, well, maybe 6 is too many. Maybe they'll just have to have 5. Ninja, no. Ninja, no. They got to have 6, boo. Sorry. Now, maybe you run it down and they want you to, operate that way. 6. So, hence, protecting your dream isn't about who you remove. It's about who you stop consulting. But in your intimate circle, people that you are close and you share things with that you don't tell your average person, somebody you just meeting, somebody you may work with, you need to have standards for yourself. Standards for yourself. Standards. Okay, so we're gonna put on a little music, and I want you to think about who you need to recategorize. Who is an anchor? Who did I say? A mirror. And who is an elevator? Who is an anchor? Who is a mirror? And who is an elevator? And if you don't have an elevator, who do you want to be an elevator? Who, boo? Girl. I see you. I see you, boo. Back to the same page. You never have something positive to say. You lurk around looking for a fault that you can find and complain. I know that you won't. I know that you won't. I know that you won't. Be thinking. Page stalker looking for shade. Back again, covers been made. Yeah, you know that's you. Be thinking. Know what you got to say. Why you so messy? Know what you got to say, girl or boy. That's what you sound like. Creeping your sound bite. Gossip all night. You do that. How you come back, ricochet, boomerang, ring. Peace and the lies on the same thing. Better glow up, blow up, flow up. Levitate, educate, be a great pick a sister up so you can keep that mouthpiece. Hold up, wait. Just smile. Say cheese. Boy, when you run your mouth, why you talk so much? Once you get out the house, once you get out the porch. Girl, I see you. Consumer. Don't talk, talk. Don't complain. Just up. Get it. Who you want to be, move yourself forward on memory. Make your own deliveries. You can have it. Hey, I thought that you stopped shopping. Thought you stopped doing that. And your mouth still clapping. Hot, big, bankhead. Gossip of the town, you're talk of the day. IG got you all glassed up stuff. Facebook just blows up your nip tuck tweak for the geek in the pub in the street. What? Just stop it. Get in the carpet. Get a building. Get a backstage. Get a backstage, boo. Can you make it happen? Why you run your mouth? Why you talk so much? Why don't you get out there? Get out the house. Can you make it happen? Girl, can you make it happen? Girl. Oh, you got to read the title of the chat. Oh, you got to read the title, actually, of the stream before you hop in, boo. So once you get off and your headphones working, you can go back and listen to it and you'll know what this stream is about. Don't you check before you get in a stream what the title say? Boo. Okay. Anyway, guys. All right. Now you had time to think. And now you have refiled these people. And maybe there is a person or two that you say, you know what? They're just not growing. And they are not going. That's it. And they're not growing. They're not going. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It is just that simple. So now, you got your first homework assignment. Now let's talk about consistency beating motivation. And I told you that because even like what I do, I feel like it is, I don't want to say motivation because motivation is great. I need it sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie. But what keeps me going is the dream, is the goal, is what I really want. And how am I going to get it? That's the question. So consistency is going to beat motivation. But sometimes you need the motivation to get started. But at the end of the stream, at the end of the video, at the end of the song, you're going to have to put it on repeat, boo, 24/7 if that is what you're looking for to drive you to do the thing every day. It's going to run out. That is why you have to do the thing whether you feel like it or not. You heard what I said? Do the thing whether you feel like it or not. Because what motivation is, it really is a little tricky. Because it shows up one day, hypes you up, you get the journal, you download the app, you start the thing, and then by Thursday, oh, it's raining. Oh, I don't feel like getting up. Oh man, I stayed up too late on Wednesday. I can't get up on Thursday. I'm tired. Oh man, I couldn't sleep well, so I need to lay here for another 2 hours. If your dream is depending on you feeling like it, your dream is on life support. I know we didn't think, it's hard to really think about it that way, but if your dream is depending on you feeling like it, woo-hoo, it's on life support, boo. Write this quote down. Winners don't feel like it more than you do. They just decide that how they feel isn't in charge anymore. Oh, and I have a pain, and maybe this may not be a good example because it could be counterintuitive, so maybe I won't use that. But I consider myself an athlete. I've been working out for over 20 years. So if I have a little ache and pain, I'm going to go to the gym. But I know the difference between me needing to go and see my chiropractor versus I'm just sore. So motivation may get you started, but consistency is what's going to make you trill. It's what's going to make you great, outstanding, phenomenal. And we have to look at discipline as a form of self-respect and not punishment. Because I know sometimes it's like, oh, I got to eat this chicken and broccoli again today. I got to eat this chicken, rice, and broccoli. I got to eat this turkey breast. Those people who are into bodybuilding, who meal prep, and you might have the same meal several days during the week. You can always have different variations of it. It don't have to be chicken, rice, and broccoli. You can definitely change the meat. You can change the carb. You can change the vegetable. But chicken, rice, and broccoli is a typical go-to. But that's the discipline that's required if you want to lose weight, you want to get more healthy, you want to be strong, you want to have endurance. That is a requirement. Put the word discipline in the chat. Discipline. Discipline. What does that mean? It's a form of self-respect. So stop thinking it's punishment. It helps you. It should help you keep a promise to yourself. It really does. It's a form of you saying, okay, I'm making my mind up. I'm going to do this thing. And I'm not going to not do this thing that I wrote in my journal, that I wrote on my daily task list. My week is not going to be complete until I make sure all these things are done. You may not get to all your tasks in a day. You may have to roll over. It may have to roll over. But every time you do the thing you said you're going to do, even if it's boring, even when nobody is watching, even when your numbers are low, you're telling your own nervous system, I'm somebody who keeps my word. Your word, his word, her word. And that's the real reward. If I want a six-pack, boo, I got to make sure my diet is in check. I'm working on it. Well, I'm telling you something about them Cheez-Its. Oh, my God. When they made Cheez-Its, and I know y'all can vouch, if you are a Cheez-It person, I know you can vouch. I know you can vouch. You have to be willing to say, I'm going to do it anyway. Because if that person is an anchor in your life, then they're not going to give you the petrol, the gas, the encouragement to go beyond what's comfortable or keeping you safe, keeping you at this space. Those people who are mirrors, they're only going to reflect back to you where you are. And if comfort is your reflection, boo, that's what you're going to get. Comfort. Comfort. So the things that you say that you're going to do, you got to start doing them, because discipline is the only way you're going to get there. And through discipline is consistency on the other side. Did I want to not work out this morning? I sure did. My arms was tight. My lower back was tight. My legs were tight. I had a great leg workout. But I said, oh no, I'm stretching today. I am going to really get me a stretch in today and zoom into these abs and obliques. And I did for 45 minutes. I feel great. Did I want to? Not really. I really want to just hop up and get going with my day. Get in here, get on this computer, read my scripts for my videos I'm going to record shortly. I really wanted to just get right to work, but I was like, no. My plan, I work out 6 days. And stretching and abs is a workout. It's not me pounding the click, click, click with the weights, because I really love it. But I know if I want my abs to be a little tighter, boo, I got to tighten up. And Cheez-Its cannot be a part of my diet. It's not regular. I'll go and get a small box and say, okay, that's good, I'm done. And the next week I go to the store like, oh, I think I want another box. I'm like, okay, no, you had enough. Go back to the air pop popcorn. For real. Go back to the air pop popcorn. Fewer calories. Less processed. Completely less processed. Discipline. So let's talk about how consistency actually works. So you have to shrink it until it's like a simple step. Make it simple. Keep it simple. You're going to go to the gym. You say you want tight abs. You want a six pack. You can't look at the workout videos and never do it. So at some point, you're going to have to take the first step. But keep it simple. Okay, I'm gonna walk today. I'm gonna walk in my complex. I'm gonna walk in my neighborhood. I'm gonna walk around the block. I'm gonna walk for 10 minutes. I'm gonna walk for 20 minutes. I'm gonna walk for 30 minutes. Keep it simple. So make it small. Make the first initial step small. I'm gonna put my shoes on and walk to the mailbox. If you have to start there, start there. Never miss 2 days in a row. And I know sometimes that can be tough, but I really feel like, no, that's true. Never miss 2 days in a row. And I know we're only human. Things happen. I get it. One miss is, okay, I need to take a little rest. But 2 is how we're going to continue to start. You're going to build a new habit. You're going to start giving yourself excuses as to why you can put it off, and 4 days have gone by, and then a week has gone by. I know. I stretched today. I feel good. I'm going to use my massage gun, my little massager this evening, and I'm going to be ready for arms and abs in the morning in the gym. I already know kind of like the routine. I was looking at it and planning it today, actually. So I already know what I want to do when I get in there in the morning. That's another thing that makes it easy. Kind of have your workout already planned and have in your mind different exercises or pieces of equipment that you can do for that same body part if somebody is on the body part. Well, I go earlier in the morning. For me, the earlier the better. You're not going to run into a big old crowd going early. You're not. But you going after work, I'm sorry. If that's your schedule, that's your schedule. But it's tough going after work. I used to go, I have actually tried all times of the day to work out. Before I met my husband, I was 5 o'clock a.m. The gym opened up at 5, so I was there at 5. After I started joining a 24-hour gym, I could get in there at 3:30. Then we tried 8 because I realized going around 7, people are there from work, and I don't want to have to do cardio every time just to wait for you to get off an equipment. No, my lifestyle has changed. I don't do cardio when I'm in the gym anymore. That's outdoors. But if you have to get in there at a certain time, you got to try the time that works best for you. But I'm just telling you, I've tried all different times, late, even at midnight, at 11, at 10. My best time is in the morning. Between 3 a.m. is like the king spot. I really got to be in bed super duper early for that. But my sweet spot is like 5 a.m., between 4 and 5, 5:30, 7:30. Now we're on summer break. But honestly, I like to be in and out. The earlier, the better. And I don't have to worry about waiting on somebody to get off a piece of equipment. But what I'm saying is set yourself up for success. So you get in the gym and it's somebody on the piece of equipment, do something else. Do a different exercise or whatever that body part is that you're about to do. Switch it. Switch it. But have an idea as to what you're going to do when you get in there. And you don't have to make it perfect. These are things that's going to help you with this consistency. Start simple. Don't miss 2 days in a row. And it don't have to be the neatest. It don't have to be perfect. But when you get in the gym, you truly want to make sure that your form is A1. So the more and more you go and you learn, maybe you should hire a personal trainer if you're new to the game of working out, or you're older to the game and working out and you need some encouragement. You want somebody to show you some new things. Get on YouTube, boo. Get on YouTube. Instagram. So many fitness influencers on Instagram. I follow quite a few. They're showing you the form. They're talking you through it. Many of them have communities. Some of them may even have coaching. Some of them do the coaching. So get in there and get going. Don't wait for to make you think like, oh, your workout has to be, perfect. I'm not gonna go because I don't know my form isn't correct. Child, please, you better get in there and set up a time for a personal trainer, or get online and look up the exercises and find out yourself. Get a fitness app. So many of them out there. Try one. Do it anyway. So figure out the one that you need the most support in and focus on building the reps in that area. If doing this simple, if getting started is your weakest point, then you need to be making sure you're putting your shoes on and walking to the mailbox. Then you're going to walk to the neighbor's mailbox. Then you're going to walk down 2 more houses. Yeah, that's how you put the reps in. So figure out which one you need the most support in and tighten up. So just know this about consistency. It's never fun. It's not something that people want to do because we want to see instant results. If you want a 6-pack, please, you got to put that work in. And abs are made in the kitchen. Yes, you still have to work on them. But if you want them abs to start coming in and formulating, boo, then you got to check your diet. You have got to check what you're eating. You got to check your diet. What are you eating? Is it processed, fatty, high cholesterol, fried, greasy, fake food? Or is it healthy, alive, well, things that your body is going to thrive off of? And sometimes it can be long. It may be a long period before you start seeing your abs come in. I'm just going to use them because that's a good example of consistency, because they don't come right away. You really have to be intentional and you got to work them. And you need to do multiple things. It's not just working out, targeting that area, burning the fat around, getting the fat from around that area, eating the right foods that's going to help, maybe even supplementation. But the key is a combination of different things, and you have to do it for an extended amount of time. Not just 30 days, not just 60 days, not just 90 days. Now you should be seeing some results, but for that solid six pack, it may take you 6 months. Because it's going to determine on how consistent you are with all those things that you know you need to do. Drinking water. Maybe you'll have green tea. Maybe you'll have coffee. Consistency compounds over time. You might be posting, you might be training, you might be showing up, and it's still a flat line. You don't see no abs coming in. That was me for a long time. I was like, where are my abs? What are you eating and doing? But I tell you what, if you stay consistent, make adjustments along the way. Stay consistent. Make adjustments along the way. You're gonna see them six-pack abs, boo. It's inevitable. It is inevitable. But if you playing around, you eating junk, you're not working out, you're not targeting your ab area, you're not drinking water, stop playing. Stop playing. Now, as we wrap this thing up and as we are coming to a close, I just want you to be very clear that, is it perfect in my life? Absolutely not. There are some days that I am not feeling dope. It really is. But I think about my goal. I think about how I want to feel, where I want to be. I think about how much time has passed and how it's not going to continue to wait. And while I'm sitting here not feeling dope, I got other people out here that's not feeling dope too, but they're still getting it done. And that's the key. You may not feel dope, but that's consistency. And as you do the thing, you'll feel dope. Because that's what I realized. It's like, oh, man, my body was so tight this morning when I was stretching. It really was so tight. But I said, oh no, I have the great routine I want to do tomorrow when I get in the gym with my arms and my abs. And if I'm going to get in there and make it happen, I got to stretch my body out today. I can't go in there in pain and hurting and aching and thinking I'm going to be able to get it the way I want to get it. But I pushed and I felt good. I was like, oh, yay. I heard this little thing pop. I heard that little thing pop. That's how you got to tell yourself. Oh, I may not be feeling it, but that's what consistency is. That's what discipline is. And I heard it on the video this morning. The guy said, you may work out for 30 days and you don't see results, but you work out for 100 days, guaranteed you're going to see some results. Guaranteed. Especially if you're on a regimen and you're eating well, drinking your water, you're going to see results. You are 100 days. How many months is that? Almost 4 months, 30 days, 30, 60, 90. Yeah, so that's a little over 3 months. You're going to see some results. But you have to stick with it. So do the rep whether you feel like it or not. Don't forget to categorize your anchors, your mirrors, and your elevators. And if you have to completely, this is a season where you're cutting people off, then you're doing that. And I'm not saying you have to do that. You need to evaluate who's in your space and the environment that you want to have and who is what, so you can excel. Because the whole point of this dream that we're talking about today is who you allowed to speak in your dream, who you allowed to speak into your life in your dream, and why you stopped. So now it's time to get back to it, focus, and fuel yourself so you can make it happen. So I want you to know that you're dope. What does it mean? Determined, optimistic, persistent, enthusiastic. Being determined is you are going to make this thing happen in rain, snow, sleet, and when the sun is shining. When it's tough, you're going to keep going. When you got to reevaluate and make some adjustments, you're going to keep going. When you fail, you're going to keep going. And being optimistic is truly a skill. Everyone does not have this quality or characteristics because it can tell. People will only see what's in front of them and then allow that to guide them and direct their path, versus saying, okay, this thing came up, but I'm going to do this. I can still make this happen regardless. They allow the failure or what they see in front of them to say, oh, it can't happen. And I'm going to even say, a couple of my mentors say, you got to be delulu. You got to be delusional in your dream. When it comes to your dream, you can't be small with it. You can't be mediocre about it. You can't be minimal. You have to know that if you want to be a billionaire, it's possible, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. You have got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. And being optimistic is something that you really have to practice on purpose. Because if not, your normal, the regular way that you think, if it's like a muscle, your brain is a muscle. It really is. If you're not training it and retraining it, it's going to only stay at what's comfortable. You have got to continue to work at it. Oh no, okay, this thing happened. I had to let this person go, but it's okay. I'm going to hire somebody new. Oh, this thing happened, but how do I prevent this? Or what did I learn from this experience? The P is for persistent. That's part of consistency. Being persistent is consistency. Those people who are persistent are the ones who are the most successful. They don't give up. They do it in spite of, and they don't allow the anchors and the mirrors to keep them safe and comfortable. They really start talking to those people less, and they are around elevators. Elevators. Who is your elevator? So just don't think that you're dope. You have to know that you're dope. Even if you don't feel like it, you walk in it and you start taking the necessary steps that's going to make you feel dope. You can't say, I'm dope, determined, optimistic, persistent, enthusiastic. You can't say that and do nothing. If you believe it, you're going to walk it out. Even if it's scary, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you don't feel like it, even if you don't know everything and have all the steps. Stop shrinking to make yourself small. Stop shrinking to make those anchors in your life feel safe. Stop shrinking to make those mirrors in your life see themselves, because they only see you where you are. They only reflect back to you where they are. When you are around elevators, those people who are already where you want to be, or have achieved something outstanding in their life, or running for it just like you, oh, I'm telling you, you're going to want to get on them elevators. You're going to want to be around those elevators every single day. Yeah. And you're going to want to start looking at those mirrors. How about that? Because you see yourself 7 feet tall in those mirrors. Not back to where you were and not where they were. You're going to see yourself 7 feet tall. When you know you're dope, you stop asking small dreamers for permission to be big. No, boo. No, and no. So here's your homework. And I'm trying to decide if we're going to do like a 21-day Guard the Dream challenge. We're going to see. I'm really more for like 30 days. 21 days is not enough to really. I mean, it's enough. I can say it is enough. But it may be 30 days. I need to lock in and see which challenge I want to do. So you're going to audit the voices. Sort your top 5 into anchors, mirrors, and elevators. Refile at least one and move somebody out of your council folder. If you don't know what the anchor, mirrors, and elevators are, then you need to go back earlier in the stream so you can find out what they are, because I've already repeated it several times. Number 2, pick your one boring rep. One tiny non-negotiable. And you're going to do it daily. Make it small and never miss twice. Never miss 2 days. Make it simple. Start off simple. Don't try to be perfect. And don't miss 2 days. And speak it before you feel it. I am dope. Determined, optimistic, persistent, enthusiastic. I don't need permission to be big. So remember, before you allow someone to speak into your dream, if you got any questions, you can put it in the chat. You can put it in the chat if you got a question. Before I disconnect, mindset, consistency, dealing with doubters, people who doubt, and who you're in your environment. It could be someone you're living with, a roommate. It could be a parent. It could be a spouse. It could be an aunt, an uncle. It could be a friend. It could be a coworker. Whoever it is. Remember, if you don't want to trade lives with this person, if they are not big in the area of whatever they're doing, if they're not trying to achieve something great and running faster than you, working harder than you, there's no need to even share the dream with these people. It's no need. They're not going to be able to fuel you and give you the appropriate information that you need to be Delulu. All right, amazing people. Before we ride out, before we check out, remember, only take direction from higher altitude. Consistency over motivation. And you dope. You are dope. So you can DM me, you can email me, check the links in my description in my story how to reach me if you want to do a 30-day challenge, 21-day challenge, and what it is that you want to challenge yourself to do. But I think we will. All right, amazing people. I will see you soon.